they've done scientific studies showing the negative benefits. So how do we deal with those types of concerns?
No, that's a great question. Thanks for asking. This is the difficulty of science. Any of you working in a science field know this. It's the reality. As you do studies, you're going to get outcomes. And I told you early on, I'm not a scientist, but here's how I think about it. The overwhelming, I mean overwhelming scientific consensus supported by every health organization in the world that has studied it, which includes most of Europe, and it includes Asia, and it includes Japan, and the medical bodies, the AMA, the Pediatrics Association, et cetera, agree with that overwhelming position that these products are just as safe and nutritionally equivalent to any conventionally grown. Now, there will be studies that are done, like the pigs that you talked about, I believe was done in Australia. The sad part of that was a really horrible situation. The pigs were all sick. These were pigs living in I grew up as a pig farmer, inhumane situation that they subjected the pigs to before they could ever get them in that condition. It's hard to argue to see the difference that was occurring between these pigs in the study. I'm not the scientist that reviewed the data. That's the feedback from the peer reviewers in the scientific community. The other one that gets a lot of popular play is the one out of France. And it was rejected, it was taken out of a journal. The Seralini rat study, as it's often referred to, was very popularly spread across the world. Virtually every scientific body out there disassociated themselves with it and said, this is bad science. That was just republished again. And by the way, the first time they brought it out, it was put into a journal, then it was retracted from the journal, now it's back out again. So, I can't sit here and tell you that I've read every one of those scientific studies, but I do trust the overwhelming consensus, and I do trust the Academies of Science and the American Medical Association. And the people I trust the most, to be really honest with you, is the people I work with every day. I know these people. These people have families just like me. They have children, they have grandchildren. They feed them the same food that I feed my kids and my grandkids. And they care about it just as deeply as I do. And they don't have a concern based on the science. That's enough for me. I can't say it's enough for everyone else.